You know that feeling. You're like powering through your work stuff, your to-do list. But then there's this whole other list, right? Your personal goals, dreams. Kind of stuck on the back burner.
Yeah, happens to everyone, I think.
Well, today we're diving into something that suggests maybe those two worlds don't have to be totally separate. And it proposes you can actually actively work on your dreams while you're doing your day job. This whole idea of think and manifest.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because it acknowledges that our focus, well, you can't just switch it off when you clock in. This source kind of encourages seeing your daily grind as, well, fertile ground
Yeah,
for growing what you want.
exactly. Not waiting for some perfect.
Right, weaving it into life now.
And Alina's coming at this really practically,
Yeah.
for busy people. So our mission for this deep dive is to pull out the main ideas of manifestation from the source. Not just like woo-woo thinking, but a real process. Focus plus action, even with a packed schedule.
Yeah, it's about purposeful intention and then actually doing something, not just wishing.
Okay, let's get into it. What's the basic idea? Manifestation, according to this source.
Well, essentially, the source describes it as directing your thoughts and energy, focusing them to bring about stuff you want in your life, outcomes you desire.
Okay.
The analogy they use is pretty helpful, actually. Like tuning a radio. Your dream life is a specific station, right? And your mindset, that's the signal, tuning you in.
Ah, okay. So you're aligning your internal state with the external goal.
That's a good way to put it, yeah. Aligning your vibe, basically.
Makes sense. Takes away from just random luck, Makes it intentional. Alina also shares a bit about her own story, how she got into this when she felt really stuck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it wasn't like, boom, overnight success. More like a slow shift. From stressing all the time to, well, expecting good things might happen.
And did they?
Apparently. She started noticing little things first, like
Yeah.
nabbing the last donut at work, that kind of stuff.
Huh, the small wins.
Right. But then bigger things, too, like getting an unexpected side gig offer.
Interesting. So changing her focus seemed to open doors, or at least let her see them.
That's the idea. And it ties into something called the reticular activating system, the RAS. The source mentions it.
Ah, yes, the RAS. Your brain's built-in filter, essentially. It sifts through tons of information coming at you all day and kind of spotlights what you're focused on.
Right, like the example they give. You start thinking about a specific new phone.
And suddenly you see ads for it everywhere.
Exactly. Your brain's latched onto it. It's not more ads, you just notice them more.
Precisely. Your RAS is filtering for relevance based on your focus.
So applying that to manifestation,
Mm-hmm.
if you consistently focus on, say, finding a better job or just positive stuff.
Your RAS is more likely to flag opportunities, conversations, information.
Yeah.
Things that align with that goal.
Things that were maybe there all along, but you just didn't register them.
Could be. Your brain wasn't tuned to that frequency, to use the radio analogy again.
So for you listening, deep in your work, juggling tasks,
Hmm.
the message here isn't add another thing to do.
No, not at all.
It's more about integrating this focused intention
Yeah,
into what you're already doing.
exactly. Acknowledge the effort you're putting in and just add a layer of direction. Point that energy towards your personal goals, too, even within the workday structure, which leads us nicely into the how, the actual steps.
Okay, good. So Alina lays out a 3-step plan, a game plan to manifest like a boss, she calls it. And the cool thing is, these seem doable, like right now, mid-workday even. Step 1 is know your jam.
Yeah, this is fundamental. Clarity. You absolutely need clarity. You can't really aim your energy effectively if the target is fuzzy.
Makes sense. Like throwing darts blindfolded.
Kinda. The analogy in the source is choosing your go-to karaoke song. You gotta know it. Be specific.
So not just, I want to be successful.
Definitely not. Too vague. More like, I want a job where I feel valued and use my creative skills.
Or like the source examples.
Yeah.
I want more time to just chill. Or I want a vacation in Hawaii.
Or even specific money goals. Like, I'm pulling in an extra grand a month doing what I love. Specifics matter.
Gotcha. And she has a practical tip too. Write it down. Your specific goal.
Yeah, the pro tip. Like, she keeps a note, I'm living in a sweet loft with the killer view.
Right. Keeps it visible. Makes it feel more real, tangible, like a constant little reminder.
What do you think your sticky note goal might be? Something visible?
Good question. Maybe something about feeling energized by my work.
Yeah.
Have to think on the exact wording.
But just writing it down, seeing it, that act itself is powerful, makes it concrete, engages your mind, tells your RAS what to look for.
Okay, so clarity first. Know your jam, but step 2.
Step 2 is feel the vibe.
Feel the vibe. Okay, this sounds like the belief part, right?
Totally. It's about cultivating that feeling, that knowing that what you want is actually coming, pushing back on the doubt.
Which is hard sometimes, let's be real.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But it's crucial. The source talks about actively building that expectation, and visualization is a key technique here.
Like daydreaming, but focused.
Kinda, yeah. Taking a few moments, maybe on a break, close your eyes, if it's safe, obviously, and really vividly picture yourself already living that dream. Engage your senses.
So if it's a new office, maybe smell the coffee, hear the keyboard clicks.
Exactly. Or if it's that Hawaii trip, feel the sun, smell the ocean, make it sensory.
The source calls it a mental rehearsal for success. I like that.
Yeah, it helps embed it. Makes your brain feel like it's already happening, which strengthens belief, boosts motivation, makes it feel closer.
Okay, so know what you want, feel like it's coming. Now, step 3 must be the kicker.
It really is. Step 3, make a move.
Action. Can't just sit and visualize then.
Nope. This is where it gets real. Manifestation isn't passive waiting. The source is super clear on that. You have to take steps, align steps, actions that move you towards the goal.
Right. So wanting a new job
Mm-hmm.
means maybe polishing the LinkedIn profile, reaching out to someone.
Exactly. Or wanting better health. Maybe
Yeah.
swapping that afternoon soda for water. Small stuff counts.
Okay. Alina mentions her own podcast journey here, Ina.
Yeah, she wanted to start it. Didn't just appear. She recorded voice memos, started networking, little actions.
Build momentum.
That's the word, momentum. And these actions don't have to be huge, life-altering things every day. Often it's the small, consistent steps. Doing something in the direction you want to go.
Creates a feedback loop, maybe.
Yeah.
Thoughts inspire action. Action reinforces belief.
Precisely. Thoughts, feelings, actions, they all work together.
Okay, that framework makes a lot of sense. Know it, feel it, do it. Now, the source has a real talk bit, a story about manifesting a trip. Those are always useful.
Yeah, the Miami trip anecdote, it really pulls the steps together in a practical way. You see the clarity, I want a long weekend in Miami. Specific.
Step 1.
Then the visualization, picturing the sand, the waves, feeling the vibe.
Step 2, check.
And then action. Actively saving money, like $20 a week, and actually looking for cheap flights.
Step 3, make a move.
Yeah.
And it took, what, 6 months?
Yeah, about 6 months. And that's a key takeaway too, isn't it?
Definitely. It manages expectations. It's not always instant magic.
Right. It often takes consistent effort, keeping that positive mindset while taking action over time. Patience is part of it.
Good point. Okay, so building on that, there's also a cheat sheet for manifesting while you work.
Yes. Super practical micro steps you can actually sneak into a busy day.
Love a cheat sheet. What's on it?
First is dream quick. Like, take 30 seconds on a coffee break. Just think of one thing you want. Maybe jot it down.
Okay, easy enough. Keeps the focus alive.
Then say it loud. Maybe whisper an affirmation quietly to yourself, like, I'm attracting awesome opportunities.
Nobody else needs to hear it. Just a quick private boost.
Exactly. A little jolt of positivity. Third is do one thing.
The action step. Miniaturized.
Yep. One tiny action toward your goal. Send one email. Do one Google search. Even just a stretch if it's a fitness goal. Keep the ball rolling.
Okay. Dream quick, say it loud, do one thing. What's the last one?
Last one is stay grateful.
Gratitude. How does that fit in?
Well, the idea is focusing on what you already have, good coffee, your job. This moment actually boosts your ability to manifest more good stuff.
Shifts your focus from lack to abundance, maybe.
That's the thinking. Creates a positive foundation. Harder to feel down or doubtful when you're noticing the good that's already there. It kind of amplifies the positive vibe.
I can see that. Okay, those are really handy quick tips.
And building on that, the source actually issues a challenge. To you, the listener.
Oh, yeah. What's the challenge?
It's simple. Pick one thing. Just one thing you want to manifest this week.
Could be anything. A raise, finding a parking spot, a nice date, just a chill evening.
Anything, big or small. And then consider sharing it, maybe with a friend. Or even online using the handle at S11PTE mentioned in the source.
Puts it out there. Makes it a bit more real, maybe add some accountability.
Could do, yeah. Or just connects you with others doing the same thing.
Right. Okay, so wrapping this up, our deep dive into think and manifest your dreams while you work. The big takeaway seems to be, you're already busy, you're already putting in energy, now you've got some tools, some ideas to consciously direct some of that energy towards your own dreams, even in the little moments.
Yeah, it really boils down to that positive focus plus consistent action, even tiny actions. It's not about waiting for lightning to strike. It's about intentionally living,
Right.
with more awareness.
Absolutely. And maybe just something to think about on that note. Consider how consciously directing your focus, even for like 30 seconds here and there throughout your day,
Mm.
how could that actually reshape things? Not just the goals you hit down the line, but how you experience today, right now. What
Yeah.
might shift if you started actively looking for proof, evidence of the good stuff you're trying to invite in?
Mm. Yeah. What would you start noticing? Good thought to end on.